Most people will eventually end up losing all their money once again. But if you watch this video, you might be prepared for what's coming. And if you are prepared, there might be a chance that you are in for generational wealth. What's up guys, Almar here. It's time for a very important video, so pay attention because I know most of you will be gone after 30 seconds to 1 minute or whatever. So pay attention because this video is focused on money preservation and eventually multiplying, because that's the game of wealth, guys. That's how the game of wealth works. It's preservation and multiplying. It's as simple as that. That's what this video is about. It's about the long-term future of Bitcoin, but also the upcoming. And I'm talking already far in the future, but I want to be early with it because most of you will then say, oh, I didn't know. But yes, you knew. If you watch this video, you're gonna know, so write it down if necessary. Do something with it. Print out the video in subtitles, whatever. But do not forget what I'm about to say, because if this theory is correct, you will really preserve yourself with a lot of money. And even if I'm not correct, you will still preserve a lot of money. So you win regardless if you watch this video. If you do not watch, you will likely end up losing. Now, first of all, logical sense. This bull market will not keep going forever, guys. It's very, very normal. The market will eventually crash. It's just makes sense. We do not know when. Of course, I have my estimations based on history and blah, blah, blah. But they don't mean nothing until it actually happens. So that's it. But eventually we will fall for Bitcoin dominance. We will have our alt season. Bitcoin will be fully topped out. And the highs will be in, the top will be in. We will start to go back to the upside and there will be a massive bear market. Now, I do not only mean a bear market for crypto, also in stocks. And there's a simple reason for that. And you can actually find it right here, is the US total market cap divided by M2 money supply. Now, first of all, I already made a fucking video about this. Actually, fucking 2 videos. But your baboon brains didn't see or want to watch those videos because you're not prepared for bearish news. Shut the fuck up and watch it, because they are important. And I fully explain what I'm about to explain actually right here. But this explains it in full detail. That like this is 40 minutes of me spitting about a big recession in full detail. So really go watch it, because it only has 76 and 136 views. That's a little bit pathetic in my opinion, but who am I? Anyway, the bull market will not keep on going forever, guys. You have to know that. And if you think so, you're kind of stupid. You're literally considered legally stupid. And the thing is, if you do think that this market will keep on going, you will lose money. And that's not what we're here for. We're here to make money, fill our bags, and get the fuck out. Because this is a risky game. And once the bear market comes, altcoins will fall with 99 to 95% at the minimum. Most of them will, again, die off. A lot of new altcoins will come and blah, 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 blah. A whole cycle will repeat. But however, this bear market, in my opinion, will be completely different. I think that this bear market will be a real crash, aka the second.com. What the fuck? .com crash. Exactly, the second.com crash. I do think that the upcoming crash that we will have in the markets will be a very, very big one. Not only for crypto, but also for stocks. Stocks, crypto, tech in specific. I think that a second.com crash is coming, and tech in specific, because what we can see right now, guys, is very simple. We can see that AI, the narrative of AI as well in the stock market, literally exploded. It exploded in crypto. There's so much money flowing into tech. Apple is worth so much money right now, into the trillions, that it just doesn't make sense anymore. It's unhealthy in my opinion, and a correction needs to come. A big one even needs to come. We do need a second.com crash, in my opinion, in order for, again, the crypto market, the stock market to gain longevity, because that's important. We are here for longevity. We do not want things to pump, because not pump continuously, I would say. Even though we make money, it's not healthy for the economy. And the higher things goes eventually, the harder the crash will be. And that's what we can see right now with the stock market. So far, the stock market has been always saved. Even during COVID, yeah, we had a low crash, but nothing insignificant like we had here. Nothing like we had here during the dot-com crash. Here, this 2008 crash. Nothing insignificant. Here, even this was almost bigger than this. So overall, we never had really a big crash ever since, or a real recession to say so. Some people would say that COVID was a recession, but overall, they they rapidly recovered the markets, I would say. It was not that big of a crash overall. A lot of people expected us to really have a recession, but it wasn't. It was just a crash, not a recession at all. So something to keep in mind, that as for now, the stock market just got saved by printing more money. It's as simple as that. That's what it basically comes down to. Now, if you look back at Bitcoin dominance, we have to know, once again, the historical low near, we should consider taking profits on where, and as well considering where we are in the cycle, we should take our profits out, because our goal is to, let me write this down in case you don't know, goal, make money and get the fuck out. It's as simple as that. That's our goal. We want to make money and get the fuck out. And then what you want to do is, as a bear market is nearing, not only in my opinion in the crypto market again, but also in stocks, in tech in specific, a second dot-com crash, you want to sit on cash. Why? Well, as you know or might not know if you didn't watch my fucking video that I showed you before, but you should sit on cash. And why? Because Warren Buffett also, let me write it down, Warren Buffett is also sitting on 325 billion in cash, which must mean something. He's sold most of his Apple stocks, which was a huge amount of stocks that he sold. So it must mean something. He's anticipating on something, and as he sold Apple stocks, which was actually his biggest holding, we could assume that there might be related something to tech. And again, crypto, blockchain to say, is just another form of tech. It's just a new form of tech basically. And as people are using it, and it becomes very hype, because as we could see in the past years, Bitcoin just basically skyrocketed ever since. It needs a big correction as well. It needs a major recession, in my opinion. Why? Because it makes it, how can I say this properly? It will become a mature asset. Same like Amazon. Not this one. Amazon right here. Amazon as well. Prior to the dot-com crash, it was a quite up only. Same like Bitcoin. It was just up only. But eventually the dot-com crash came, a tech crash, and what happened to Amazon is that it collapsed to the downside with as well 94%. Again, in crypto, this is a normal bear market. This is just a normal bear market. And stocks, it doesn't happen that often. Many people thought that, okay, Amazon, blah, 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 that. Same will happen again with Bitcoin. But the crash for Bitcoin as well could be big. I'm just throwing out numbers, but let's say, for example, 20K Bitcoin again, 30K Bitcoin again. Wouldn't that be amazing? I don't say if it will happen. I do not say that at all, but it's definitely there on the table in my opinion. But only time will fucking tell. I don't fucking know, guys. I don't know nothing. I'm just here spitting out freestyle for you guys, because this goes on in my mind. This is what I think on a fucking daily basis for some reason. I don't go out. I don't have a life. I just enjoy watching and learning this shit. Now, if the second dot-com crash comes for Bitcoin, we will see something similar, a very big market crash. Like on an average, if we quickly look back at Bitcoin, how big were those market crashes? Here, 87. Okay, so always around 85%-ish it was for Bitcoin. Okay, here an 80%-ish. And then we should here have the same, what was this, 77%-ish. Now imagine Bitcoin does, for example, as a dot-com crash would come, for example, something like this. Just saying, yeah, this would make, for example, sense. Just saying in worst case scenario. In my opinion, I'm not throwing out any fucking targets at all. I'm not throwing out any targets whatsoever. But the upcoming crash will be a, how can I say? Will be a second best chance ever to buy Bitcoin in for the long term. Why? Because again, if we look at Amazon, not this one, this one. If you look at Amazon after the dot-com crash, it had a slow recovery. It took a few years to fully recover, to break all-time high again. But once it broke, it again became just a stable company that gave steady returns over time. Here and there a little crash, but overall it just gave steady returns. And ever since the bottom of the dot-com crash, since 2001 till where we are today, which is here. Wait, exactly here. 8,463 days later, but Amazon is up 67,000 fucking percent. No, actually more, wait. 77,000% at this price of today, which is just magnificent and insane fucking growth. Do you realize how crazy that is? If you just bought a few dollars of Amazon here right now, this is wealth, guys. This is just wealth. And I do expect that the same for Bitcoin will happen over time as we are getting more regulated and adopted by countries, used as legal tender or as a reserve. I do expect that Bitcoin will become over time something like S&P or Amazon, that it just stably grows over time and gives steady returns. Now that brings me to, why do you have to sit in cash? Because this upcoming bear market and potential stock crash will be a big one. But this gives you the opportunity to perhaps join the 21 BTC club. This is a theory that goes on in crypto, which basically means that 21 Bitcoin is 1/1,000,000th of the total supply. And if you could own 1/1,000,000th of the total supply, you will be considered one of the richest or the wealthiest people, whatever, in the world, because 21 Bitcoin will be a crazy thing to own, let's say 10, 15, 20 years from now. People who do not own 21 Bitcoin will never be part of the elite, is what an analogy is of that 21 Bitcoin theory club. And it kind of makes sense if you think about it. If Bitcoin, for example, will grow over time to 1 million, 21 million, most of the people will never have that in the future. 21 million will be so difficult for people to ever create that. It will, for most people, will not be possible. Even if it goes, let's say, to 10 million over time, in next lifetimes of our children or their children, whatever. This is just elite wealth, what the theory of 21 Bitcoin Club is trying to say so. So in my opinion, if you do take your cash out in this bull market, if you cash out on time and you create a substantial amount of money, you should sit on cash and wait for this dot-com crash, the second dot-com crash, to potentially come, because again, it will be a big one. And then once it comes, you can start to buy in.
Spend some money, honey.
Now, why do I think that it will happen? Because first of all, it just makes sense. It makes sense that Bitcoin will go again, or not Bitcoin, but crypto in general, will go through a fucking bear market once again. It's assured. That's 100% assured. Don't forget. People like BlackRock or AUMs, sorry to say better, AUMs like BlackRock or Fidelity, whatever, even though they are owned all by the same fucking thing, they just want to take profits as well, guys. They're gonna take fucking profits and they're gonna dump on your asses. Do not forget, nobody says that they have to hold forever, or they might not sell everything, but they will dump on us. Do not forget, they influence the market, guys. They really do influence the market. You have to be aware of that. They own so much Bitcoin right now that they do influence the market. And if they sell, a lot of other people will sell. It will start a bear market. Bum, 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 bum. A recipe for disaster. Now, if we look at this picture is 150 to 135 years old. It goes way beyond 1927. I already explained this in those other videos, guys. Make sure to watch these two. I don't want to repeat myself always, but I have to, because you have the attention span of a 6-year-old. By the way, I don't even know if I already asked, but don't forget to like and subscribe if you're still here. It would be amazing. If not, it is what it is. Now, anyway, if we look at this picture here, it's quite interesting. Years in which panics have occurred and will occur again. Then we have 1999, and if we look back at S&P, for example, and we go quickly back in the past, we can see that by 1999, the top started to be in, and then shortly after, a dot-com crash happened. If we look at this picture, it is quite accurate. Now, what you have to know about this picture, guys, is something amazing. It has a 90% accuracy rate, which is quite crazy because this picture is between 135 and 150 years old. So this is quite correct that we had the same here. B, years of goods of good times, excuse me, high prices, and time to sell stocks and values of all kinds. It says here 1999 and 2007, if we look back at the stock market, 2007, 1999, boom, boom, big crash after happened. So quite accurate if you ask me. Then the same here again, years in which banks have occurred. 2019 we had COVID. We all know the COVID scam, blah blah blah. Most of you fell for it. Congratulations with your fucking vaccination. But this picture was right once again. Then if you look in 2016, where is 2016? We had a little crash here as well. Nothing too significant, but a little crash came as well. It was a good time to sell because a small crash of around 15% came, which again, quite accurate, nothing special. But because if you, for example, then waited till 2023, you would have missed out on significant gains, like literally. But overall, this is quite accurate if you ask me. And now the next one is estimated to be around 2026, which again makes sense with the crypto bear market. This is just putting one and one together, which is two. So it's using common logical sense. Difficult. Common logical sense, that's basically what it is. And if we look here at the total market cap divided by M2 money supply, what we can see is here, once we had the same momentum, guys, I already explained this in the other videos, go fucking watch them, but this is consolidation breakout. Here same, consolidation, eventually big breakout, we went up, everybody making money, wow, economy is so great, boom, boom, everybody broke. Same will happen here. The same thing is happening, guys. We have long-term consolidation in between these zones. A little fake out to say so in technical analysis terms, even though it doesn't work here. And in technical analysis terms, we had a little fake out. We reclaimed back within the accumulation zone, and then we just started to break out to the upside. But what you have to be aware of, even though this might be good for the economy and blah, 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 guys, you have to be aware that this will fucking crash once again. And this equals the .com crash, like I said before. Then we had here the other real estate crash and stuff that came in 2007, 2008, and boom, the market went down again. So you have to be aware that this could just happen once again, guys. This is a strong indicator for you to follow. Just follow up with this. Every month, look back at this to see where we are at. Are we nearing this all-time high? What's happening? Because once this all-time high is nearing and we break it, you have to know that we go in hyperextension, in my opinion. And once we go into hyperextension, shortly after, the market will crash. It's just what I think. I don't know if it's true or not. Now here's the thing, if it's not true, guess what? Then you're still winning. Because regardless of whatever, a Bitcoin, aka crypto bear market will happen regardless. Like, do not forget, bear market will happen regardless. It's 100% assured, guys, that most of you will regardless lose their money. Whatever I'm saying right here doesn't even matter anymore in a few months from now because you already forgot it 100%. But a bear market will happen, that you cannot forget. And if you do not take out your fucking money, you will go broke again. You can never be part of an elite group of people who have 21 Bitcoins. And in my opinion, it's a goal to be one of those people. If not having more Bitcoins, of course, depending on how great your upcoming bull run goes and how you play the bear market. But I would like to be a part of those 21 Bitcoin people. I would like to be part of generational wealth over time. And if it's not me, it's my children or whoever. It will be somebody after me that will get my Bitcoin regardless. And I want that person or those people, whoever it might be, I don't fucking know. I want them to be safe. I want them to be good 50 years from now, 100 years from now, their children to be good, whatever. That is what is on my mind. It's long-term preservation and wealth creation, and then eventually multiplying as well. So my biggest advice remains for you to sit on cash. Sit on cash during this bear market because it will be a hard one, 100%. And if you survive this bear market and you do not tend to fuck up with your money and you didn't spend it all on hookers, cocaine and whatnot, you'll actually have enough money left during this upcoming or future bear market, to say so, You will have enough money left to buy a substantial amount of Bitcoin, more than you probably could have ever dreamed of, because it will be the second best opportunity for you to buy Bitcoin and hold it for the long term as it becomes a matured asset and it grows steadily over time. Keep that in mind. It's long-term wealth, not only the short term. Yes, you will fill your bags this fucking cycle, I know, but little Jimmy, you have to pay attention to the long term as well. Set yourself up for the long term. Think about yourself, think about your family, your future children if you want them, your wife, whatnot, your husband, your boyfriend's wife, whatever not it is. Set yourself up and the people that you care about for the long-term wealth. It's as important as that. I know most of you didn't watch this till the end, sadly, but if you did, congratulations, you made it. 20 fucking minutes of me yapping around about the fucking crash incoming, but guess what? It will happen. I don't know if it will be the crash like I say it will be, the second.com crash, but if it is, then guess what, guys? Congratulations, you are aware of it. You should probably write this down, because sooner or later I will come back to this and I will put this in people their faces. Even if I'm wrong with my theory, I'm 100% sure a bear market will come. It's very logical. I dare to bet all my profits on there. Literally, a bear market will come and most people will lose their money. Why? Because they will just FOMO back in or buy way too early, and I do not want you to be that person. I will be there for you if you are still here. Alright guys, see you in the next video.
Thank you, dear. You're such a good boy.